Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Who will enforce your will upon the battlefield today?
Tanky, Ags, BKB, Satanic. You're probably going to get a damage item in there, but Invoker, he makes you go to the next level.
Big blast to show up. Yuragi does manage to snatch up the bounty rune and get the first blood. That goes to Misha.
We'll see who performs better. That would be interesting. But
Man, look at these two. Amar and Taiga. Killed. He's just dead. Hey, both CS-wise, you're supposed to have like really good animation and base damage to beat out a gyrocopter.
yeah, I think you can do pretty well. I think, again, the double courier snipe in the early lane bullying just by Weaver with the missile ended up putting them in an awkward position. I still think this is a fine lane for them. Like,
Oh, Kuro, is he going to go for it? He will. Taiga gets the kill first, but still, they trade out supports.
pretty happy with these types of trades, though, because anytime you can accelerate gyrocopter like this.
Oh, yeah, look at him, and he's immediately going for the punish onto Amar. Amar was looking forward to this giant creep wave that was coming in. He had double range creeps, Avery. You know you hate to see it.
Oh, you know he hates it.
Dodge the rest, almost catching the Weaver mid-Chikuchi, and they're going to go for the kill. Tries to pounce onto Kuro, interrupted by the tornado, nailed by the boulder. GH looking to be able to finish on BZM, but because that extra little bit he had, BZM was able to get away. Once
ILTW stayed down here, and they're even going to try and capitalize on it. 4 heroes.
They're going to punish Amar. His Stampede still on cooldown. I'm not sure how GH missed that roll. That looked like he hit him, but either way, to try and clear through it, Kuro's going to play a little bit of interference there. Gives up his life perhaps a little bit faster than he intended, but they are taking that stack.
Who's taking it?
Oh, never mind. All right, Taiga. He got wind of it still. GH, I feel like, got a hefty number of those. Nice kick back there on the Centaur with the Tornado as well on top. A pretty clean extraction there as the Gyrocopter coming in from the other side. ILTW, the skirmisher you called him, and he shows up at a perfect time to be able to ensure 1, maybe 2 kills. Taiga. GH wants it. He gets the kick. He's got the sounds pull back, and surely Miracle will be enough.
You get this blink, and then what do you do with it? It's hard for me to see him go in here. Like Nigma is here, just piling damage.
Nice thunder at the last second. They still have plenty of damage to be able to bring down Yuragi if they can keep him in place, but they can't. GH was unable to get another round of disables in, and GH is actually going to be pulled back into a stomp there from Amar. They get that fast kill. Kuro in the back lines actually gets a little bit low as well. So OG with a very successful defense and perhaps a little bit more. They're going to be able to bring mind control a little bit low, but BZM's got to be careful. Nice stomp in. What is he going to do with that blink dagger? And he shows up big time in the first one. BZM barely able to slide away from Kuro just in time. Miracle throws out a desperate tornado. It's not going to catch BZM, and it may not save Miracle's life either, as he's going to be slowed down by that solar bind. Interesting that it's still thinking.
Well, he just got pounded with it.
They managed to find it. The gem. Ew. No, it's immediately going to be dropped onto the ground. Is anybody going to be able to pick it up? OG, they're on full retreat here, so it looks like Nigma should be able to pick it up after they're done feasting on Amar. Their eyes, as well as ours, were all towards that Harpy, checking out the pit, and they said, wait a minute.
He's a 2 masquerading as a 6er.
Oh, whatever. Big Stampede blink. They're going to be able to find Miracle here. Big kill for OG. And they also pop meta for that, so Roshan for them. Don't want to make him angry, Kuro.
Testing.
They're going to throw it in. GH, he tries to roll in, but unfortunately he's just a second too late, and immediately he's decimated, as is mind control perhaps. He's having some big issues, but maybe not.
The
Metamorphosis actually runs out at the perfect timing. ILTW, though, slowed down by the Scotty. He tried to man up, but the Terrorblade was a little bit too much for him. Still, though, the rest of Nigma are alive. They're trying to keep their distance away from this TB. He's got the Aegis after all. There's no point to commit here. Kuro, once again, this Tumbler's toy. TW is now maybe going to get caught, though. Nigma, they're going to get sandwiched at the same time. There's a gigantic Terrorblade coming in from the other side. Amar's going to go for a TP out, a desperate one at that. It doesn't actually make it through. Yuragi's being slowed down by the supports. They do manage to kill Kuro, snatching him up by BZM, and TB delivers the damage. Nigma Galaxy, though, trying to play cat and mice here into the tree. Really nice deafening blast there into the meteor. They have to pop their BKB, and this Terrorblade, he's going to get caught in the second life. He's not going to have that metamorphosis. This could be a disaster for OG as Misha's going to get run down. Can the TB get out of here? GH is able to roll into him. Immediately the damage comes in though. Taiga blows up 2. BCM trying to help out the Yuragi, pull him back in, keep the Terrorblade on top of these range heroes with the Scotty, and he delivers the damage to be able to... Didn't know exactly where anybody was. Almost found GH and Mind Control, but ends up getting neither. Or maybe he's going to be able to get both. He pulls back Mind Control. Dissimulat's going to do a decent amount of damage. Misha is here maybe to help deliver the finishing blow. They actually managed to get a nice two-man stomp. A push back in. Miracle's certainly dead, and ILTW, he will fall right after him. Oh, what a jump from Amar, and he double tips him this game. He says, the laning phase, it's whatever, man. It's about winning the game. That's the important part. Amar's going to go ahead, can complete the trifecta, perhaps. A third stomp onto a third
crit him into the next game right there.
And OG, that may just be it, at least.
Yeah, it's out spam and hope it takes him longer than
Look at Amar, he's already got the mantles queued up.
You already know. You already know this man's thinking about the fountain camp.
Oh no, Amar, don't do it to him. This is a proud team, a proud organization. They're TI winners, for God's sakes, Amar. You can't be dropping mantles on them.
He hasn't dropped them yet, you know. He's just thinking about on them back.
And that's an off-laner trait for sure, right? You got to get mad. Dying in lane. Oh, Yuragi! He almost made it up to the high ground, and ILTW would have been in big trouble. In fact, you could see he immediately just BKB TP just out of fear of what that Scotty would do to him. But if he doesn't fight, who will? They're going to be giving up megas if they don't try and put a stop to them here. OG marching forward. Goes for the initiation Stampede. They're going to be able to find GH, just a simple pullback, and now he gets the stomp in. That's going to be on Mind Control. Mind Control cannot stand up to the physical damage of the Terrorblade, who gets force-staffed in, finds ILTW, he can't even crawl back to the fountain. Amar begins the drop. That's right. Offer your hand.
Who will enforce your will upon the battlefield today?
This is a hero that it goes really well or it backfires really hard, so I'm kind of interested to see it, and Jakiro's going to kill Jakiro here.
He is whether or not Nigma have addressed the early TA pickup, as we're going to see a Burrow Strike immediately onto Yuragi. The battery assault inside of the creep wave is going to be pretty ineffective. Mind Control going for the Caustic Finale. Pops, and he does actually get it. First on the creep, then on the Venge. That does some hefty damage to Misha as a result, who's now being body blocked to oblivion here by GH. They get the level 2, the cogs inside, and Mind Control will find, well, not him, GH.
Rock is a very snowball-based support.
Yeah.
He needs the early kill. Yuragi's going to get the last.
Okay. Apparently Mind Control is just like, I'm not going back for nothing.
I mean, he wants the trip to base, so
yeah.
Honestly, it's probably the cheaper route, but the double kill feed, that's a bit rough. Maybe okay, but
yeah.
Suddenly Venge is top of the net worth on 9 CS. That's a little much for me.
Oh, Kuro's gonna die as he has continued to try and be aggressive on Taiga, but Taiga knows Enchantress very well. Meanwhile, mid lane though, GH dying has actually presented an opportunity for him to rotate into mid. He's gonna drop an early sentry just to prevent an idea of a meld, and God, Rally's such a crazy spell.
And they're going in round 2.
Misha, they do have the TA trap to be able to slow down these heroes. Misha, though, is gonna die. The Tornado now trying to help Miracle get out. He actually turns around, throws the damage onto Taiga. Maybe accepting his fate. In return, he gets a double kill. And GH plus Kuro can do some damage to BZM, but now Yuragi has shown up. He's gonna show up at the tail end of this.
They can defend this, but it looks like it's just gonna be too difficult. The Ench is just too much of a force in this early game. They don't have that good of interaction with it.
Oh, unfortunately. Normally the Cogs is an okay protection. Greedier carry style offlane. This game, a big priority on that Blink Dagger like you were just talking about. Taiga's going to be found next to the Roshan pit.
Smoked Mars coming in, though.
Oh, yeah, and BCM has already pounced on
Look
top
at
of Miracle.
hook
Oh,
shot.
they need a little bit more damage to kill Miracle. 1 or 2 shots from the TA should be enough, but he gets up to the high ground, but he's burning out from the Ignite, and he's also been spotted. He turns around, throws one last cold snap before he dies. BZM collecting kill after kill, scalp after scalp alongside Amar, and they get 4 kills.
They want to make something happen.
Blink burrow into the epicenter with the cold snap. That's going to be a really nice combination. Yuragi could go for the swap here. He's looking for it, but the cold snap's not letting him get it off. He finally, the tornado, is that going to be enough? He does dive. The swap back in, gets mind-controlled killed. At the same time, they manage to catch Misha with the 2 supports.
Centaur Stomp?
GH, Centaur Stomp gets in front of him. He's trying to go for the body blocks as well. The disarm lasting so long on BZM. Got to be careful of the side blades off of the cogs. GH looks like he's going to be...
They're smoking right back out. This TA doesn't have Aegis anymore.
Really big kill, thinking, oh, what was that force staff? He
Double
tried to
burrow.
go for a Cogs pushback, but it looks like maybe an offensive force staff. BZM, as a result, is still free to be able to go in. He finishes off mind control. He is going to be caught in this tornado with the cold snap in the air, and he's just going to get burnt down too quickly. But Yuragi is still going strong here. Nails Miracle with Amar showing up as well and completely negating the damage of ILTW. ILTW is left
the
alone, a
last
man on
man.
the island standing, and he may have a lot of tank, but he doesn't have any damage, and eventually he's going to get burned down by the 4-man of OG. Is Ice
Jakiro
Dash going
buyback.
up? Maybe? Okay. Rampage for Yuragi, but ILTW gets the triple kill in return. Kuro on the retreat, but Yuragi as a spirit form is going to be able to catch him with missiles, and he's still got a swap too. Or no, not a swap, but it doesn't matter.
Have to win this game.
Yeah.
So to some degree, it makes sense. It just feels awkward, but they find Yuragi here.
I don't know if they want to go on Avenge, and Venge certainly wants to go on them. Immediately managed to get the spear. Mind control going to be chain stun into this arena. He's just standing there trying to wait out the arena before he burrow strikes away, and he does manage to do so. Nice stun with the meteor, but on the second life, immediately Yuragi throws out his stun, catches GH, and they run him over. Looking for more now, Misha.
Be surprised. You catch people off guard.
Oh, they see an opportunity. OG is very spread out around the map. I mean, granted, they're going to run into the Vengeful Spirit first.
Yeah, this
Which
is not
is
the
not
target
ideal.
you want to go on, but they don't have a choice.
Yeah, they really don't. They're going to try and poke down Yuragi on his first life, but here comes Amar. Blinks in, backline, looks to be able to catch somebody, doesn't. Okay, he's going to throw down the arena, but at the same time, the Dusa is getting gone on here. Multicast, chain stuns, still has plenty of mana to work with, still ready to go with the Stone Gaze.
Epi channel.
Thinking about a pop, and here comes the epicenter. Nice 2-man burrow strike, a huge hit as Mind Controls finds the opportunity. Yuragi actually buying back a 3rd life for the Vengeful Spirit, but instantly gets Stone Gaze. Mind Control almost getting torn apart there, but still alive. Swap back, a down up into the high ground. Yuragi now a spear back, but ILTW, who doesn't actually latch into the trees. A 4th life now for Yuragi as he goes back in his spirit form. Will that be enough to be able to finish off ILTW? Goes for a TP out. What a smart TP, but it wasn't good enough. Misha was there with the Fire Blast.
All cylinders and very well executed.
Arena, oh, they get the hook shot to be able to
Here.
stall out the spear, but at the same time he gets BKB'd and then swapped back out. Yuragi saved his ally. ILTW showing up here with the Scotty, so it's going to be a little bit hard for OG
Alacrity
to
Dusa.
extract themselves out. The Alacrity doing a good amount of work here, so you can see Misha, who tried to step up to the plate for a Fire Blast, gets blasted himself before he could do anything.
If they can have this Dusa go ham
Smoke
with it.
breaks. Arena,
Oh,
he
she
managed
got
to catch
swapped.
Miracle, but misses all his spells. The swap back on
Stone
ILTW,
Gaze.
but he does manage to get off the Stone Gaze. The epicenter coming in. Only really hitting the Ogre is not the greatest, but they will
Double
be able to
Arena.
deal with the first life of, oh, nice spear back. Double Arena is too much to handle. The first one didn't do that much, but the second one was devastating from Amar, and will pretty much clean up as Nigma. They're going to have a second round to this fight, a second breath perhaps, as they
Triple
all buy
buyback.
back. BZM slowed down by the Scotty. God, they need this kill. They need it so badly. It looks like Spear catching it. Oh no, Miracle gets blown up before BZM dies. Die he does, but he ends it on an ultra kill.
Arena and take
Yeah.
the fight through all these BKBs. Nigma getting jumped again.
Yeah, they actually throw out the hook shot, so they're willingly jumping into this arena, but Amar, he still has his BKB. ILTW does show up, but the Scotty, it only does so much to be able to stop them. You can see Yuragi, he's going to kind of ignore the Dusa and go for the back line, but
chunking.
he's actually running out. Yeah, this edge is chunking this poor Medusa, and ILTW's out. So is Mind. The tournament, they actually got 2-0'd there by Nigma. Here, in the DPC, and arguably some of the matches that matter a little bit more, they seem to be feeling pretty lucky. Pretty good about themselves, as this was a very, very clear demonstration by OG.
GH putting on the moves though.
Trying to anyway, but Yuragi's got some moves of his own. Pretty simple point and click pulls GH back into the enemy, and there it is. Amar going for the fountain dives with the arena. Makes for a pretty good hero to do so. Triple kill for Amar to close things out. Any mantles, sir? No job.
No mantles.
Mantles.